Nick, there are no tutorials in Sea of Thieves.
They are not. So welcome to the Sea of Thieves, which is an actual place, and welcome to the game. So the first time you fire up the game, it's obviously not going to tell you what to do, as this is kind of a make your own adventure game, you could say. So we've spawned into the Tavern at one of the various outposts. So it's important to note that there are many, many outposts throughout the Sea of Thieves. And so, wow, that was beautiful. I love that. So welcome to one of the many outposts. And here is basically where you're going to start every time you fire up the game, whether it's your first time, your second time, or your 100th time. So basically, what we're looking at here are all different kind of places where you can earn money, spend your money, and kind of this is where your journey is going to begin and your voyages are going to end. So let's begin by going over the 3 factions that are available right now.
You want to start with him?
So the first faction is the Gold Hoarders. This is Humphrey the Hoarder. So basically, the Gold Hoarders, they are searching for gold in the form of chests and artifacts. So those are the 2 things you can bring back to him. So when you come here, if you choose to begin your journey as a Gold Hoarder, you'll gain quests that'll be X marks the spot and riddle quests. So that's the first faction. The next faction we're going to is, let's head over towards the docks. And then, yes, perfect. So the second faction that we're headed towards is called the Merchant Alliance. So the Merchant Alliance is looking to kind of support and control the trade along the Sea of Thieves. And so these interesting merchants will ask you to go on kind of these fetch quests to find specific animals, whether it's a chicken, pigs, or snakes. And you'll have to go out there, catch them in cages and crates and baskets, and bring them back to the Merchant Alliance. The caveat is that they'll give you a time limit. So you'll need to meet your fulfillment. You'll need to fulfill your order on time, also to a very specific outpost.
It's also important to note that right when you load into Sea of Thieves, it's usually a good idea to pick up a couple of these quests, because that is how you earn reputation. That's how you get more gold, and it also gives your crew something to do as you play.
Right. As we're walking by, these are all different trading posts and places where you can spend your gold. But let's head in. This is the Tavern, and then we'll head to the final trade company. So I think the final trade company, it's typically below a building. I think it's behind you. Let's see. So I think it's behind you, behind the Gold Hoarders.
Behind the Gold Hoarders.
So the final trade company is, as we walk over there, is called the Order of Souls. And so there they are. And so the Order of Souls are these mysterious group of NPCs that are attempting to kind of control the magic of these skeleton lords and pirates. And so they'll give you bounty quests and bounty voyages. And those bounties will have you go out and try to fight an entire dead captain's crew and then defeat the captain in order to collect their skull. If you can successfully bring their skull back to, let's say, an outpost at the Order of Souls, you'll be granted money and faction reputation. So why don't we go ahead and go out on one of these Order of Souls quests, since we haven't seen much about this particular faction.
Yeah, the other 2 were in both beta, or in some of the betas, right?
In some of the betas, some of the scale tests, some of the alphas. So we've seen a lot of the Gold Hoarders, seen a good amount of the Merchant Alliance, but we haven't seen much of the Order of Souls. All right, so once you've selected a quest, whether it's one of the 3 factions, you'll want to come to your ship and propose the voyage you want to go on. You're looking at some of Jake's voyages. So he's proposed, obviously, the Order of Souls quest, and he's going to vote for that voyage in order to initiate it. When you initiate a voyage, it'll let you know, it'll list the members of your crew. So there you can see Jake is going to go on this voyage, and he's received one bounty for 2 captains that have been last seen on Cannon Cove. So the next thing you want to do is you want to go down to your map and take a look at where is Cannon Cove.
Now, you're saying they're usually pretty close to the island. Oh, yep, see? They're pretty close to the island. You pick them up. And as we can see, it's just right
south.
To the south. Got to do a 180 and head south.
So now we'll talk a little bit about operating your ship. So the most important thing to do when you begin is lift the anchor with the sails up. This allows you to pivot and turn your ship without bumping into things and causing unnecessary damage to your ship. I think it's one of the most important pro tips that like new players should know. Even though Jake is going to rub against this dock here a little bit, it won't cause damage simply because the sails are up.
I didn't even rub against it. Look at that.
Look at that. Perfect. So doing a little 180, turning himself towards Cannon Cove.
Oh, I think I did just rub up against it, but we're good.
All right. So we are just about going in the direction we want. I believe that's it.
Ooh,
out
and the
there
wind
in
is
distance,
at our
right?
backs, too.
All righty. Oh, a little too much. A little too much.
Ugh.
Perfect. So Jake, as a single sailor, he is sailing on a single-sailed sloop. And so single-sailed sloops have everything that a single sailor would need. That includes the map here as he looks over the side, which means he doesn't have to go downstairs. It is the sail, where he can raise and lower it right here. And then if he needs to adjust the sails, whether it's right or left in order to catch the wind, he can do that as well. Now, it's important to note that galleons are obviously going to be different. There are 4 of you or 3, and so there's more people. So the map will be located in the lower deck. The anchor will be located at the front of the boat. And then, obviously, there'll be 4 cannons on each side opposed to 1. There are 3 sails opposed to 1. So it's obviously more difficult to man a...
Would you look at that?
And would you look at that? So that might look like something pretty, but Jake's going to tell you why it's not.
Yeah, so those are raids, essentially, and that's how you get lots of loot. Basically, you go to an island, fight off hordes of skeletons, defeat a captain, and you get access to a vault, which has a ton of loot. Unfortunately, since we are a one-ship or a one-man crew right now, it would not be wise of us to stroll in there.
Definitely not wise. And so that's why if you're a single sailor, your best bet is to go on Order of Souls quest, because that'll give you a smaller, more manageable experience.
Or
that's the same, essentially.
Or if you can get in touch with some of the other pirates around and maybe they're doing it, maybe you can lend a hand. That works too. However, you have to be careful because you're not going to share that loot with them.
Right.
I mean, you can share that loot.
You can, but let's be realistic.
They might put a bullet in your head so they can claim all the loot for themselves.
And that's the thing you need to remember about this game. Sea of Thieves is a shared world. And so obviously we're going on a quest right now that is PvE focused. But because there are many, many other sailors and other pirates on the seas here, you can also kind of fall into that PvP mode at a moment's notice. And so that's kind of the beauty of this game and why it's kind of a choose your own adventure, and also why it's a little bit difficult when you first get started. So hoping that what we're showing you guys today will help you kind of get settled and get on your first journey and start to learn the game's basics. So here we are. We've made it to Cannon Cove.
Let's see if I can drop this anchor and land with finesse.
Here. Let's see. I'd be very impressed if you can get near this dock. All right, maybe turn so you can fire yourself on shore. I'd say that's but just about perfect. So there are two emergent things we've seen so far. You can see that storm out to the left, which is kind of encroaching. So you might want to get through this before the storm arrives. And obviously, the Skull Raid is also an emergent gameplay. There's a lot of interesting things that happen aside from quests, but we're just going to go over the basics. So we are looking for 2 captains. Well, who are we looking for? We're looking for
Captain Soul,
Dark
Soul Cole, and Nightmare Nightmare, what's that say?
I think it's Ang?
Nightmare Ang, yeah.
Ange? I think. All right, so let's quickly stock up on some resources that you can find in barrels. Oh, and we have begun the Order of Souls. So you'll often run into skeletons throughout your journeys, throughout your quests, and basically they will have, they won't be wearing any cosmetic items. These skeletons, however, are wearing blue bandanas. And so these blue bandanas, these blue eye patches signify that they are part of these skeleton crews that you're searching for. So as you defeat them, they will come in waves. Oh, you might want to heal a little bit because he has a gun. All right, we're healing up, eating some bananas. Oh!
Shot the poor chicken.
That skeleton shot that poor defenseless chicken. Oh, more bananas. Those guys got stormtrooper aim over here. All right, so looks like he's the last one of this particular wave. Ooh. All right. So Jake has defeated the first wave. It looks like the next wave is coming.
It's kind of a bummer that there's no ammo chest around me right now. Because this guy's got a blunderbuss.
So ammo is a bit scarce. So you have to choose to either battle them with your sword and cutlass, or get out of there, run, or heal. Oh. So you have to choose to kind of manage your inventory. I think the smart move here for you would either be to run back to the boat and reload, or just continue to take them one at a time.
We're gonna do one at a time, just because I don't want to.
You're doing pretty well. It looks like you just defeated the entire second wave. Yep.
Got 2 bananas left.
They're gone. This guy had a poor and unfortunate end.
Yeah.
All right, so we've defeated 2 waves thus far.
Maybe.
I believe
there's ammo in here.
Third might be coming. Nope, but there's some wooden planks and some ancient tomes. Watch out, though. Don't get yourself stuck here.
Oh, yeah.
They're rolling in on you. Looks like there's 3 left. One has a blunderbuss. All right, so you have a charged attack, too, if you want to show them that right here. Whoa! Whoa!
That was devastating for them.
That's how you showcase the charged attack. That was awesome. Little quad kill there.
So some bananas in here, too. Yeah.
All right, grab those bananas, and I believe your next... there he is.
I hope he doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have a gun.
He has no gun, but So the captains will have more health, and they'll be far deadlier. Uh-oh. You're getting cornered.
I got to get out of here. Oh, no! I got surrounded.
All right. So now we've seen the challenge. Now, good news is, even though the 2 captains who kind of ganged up on you unfairly have defeated you, you've come to the Ferry of the Damned. So don't be alarmed when you come here. Don't be alarmed.
Well, unless your boat sank, then you should be alarmed. But since our boat survived, I can respawn on my boat. That's
right.
So I can jump right back in and finish it.
That's right. If you want to look at the captain up here, he's pretty cool looking too. So don't be alarmed if you're a new player and this happens. So obviously, it's difficult to play as a single player. Other crews may defeat you. Other skeleton raids might defeat you. Don't worry. You go through the little portal here, and you'll come right back onto your ship, and you can continue the quest you were on. All right, so we're back on the ship. So, wait, grab some ammo. I
think I should have some already. Yep.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right, so we've replenished ammo, and we're going to head back and try to defeat these 2 captains who unfairly ganged up on you. All right, so we're moving in.
No ammo. Keep an eye out for ammo. It really makes a difference if we can find an ammo crate somewhere around here. Oh, already hear him.
Certain islands will have ammo. Certain may not. Oh, there they are.
There's
both of them.
Let's go, boyos.
Let's see if you can lure them in.
All right, you got it. We're going to...
All right, so we're blunderbussing the captain. So here, I know we were talking about this a little bit earlier. The captains are obviously stronger. They're faster. And one of the interesting things that they can do that a lot of the other skeletons cannot is they can heal themselves. So they themselves can eat bananas. Yes, the undead can eat bananas. Ah, nice.
It's 1 down.
So 1 down. His crew is still defending him. All right,
I've got no ammo left, though, so let's... But I think I can deal with...
All right, I think it's just the...
Does he have a gun? Oh, he's got a blunderbuss.
Oh, El Capitan is coming after you.
I'm gonna get some ammo.
All right, Jake's gonna grab some ammo from the ship. So another thing too. So as you're going back and forth from the ship to the island, the ship and back and whatnot, keep your eyes peeled. Always be looking around, whether it's looking for other ships, but also looking for hidden treasures. Just because you came to a specific island doesn't mean that's the only thing that's there. There are often hidden treasures, hidden trinkets, skulls just lying around that you can take, and although they're not a part of your specific quest line that you're on, you can still use them to your advantage and gain reputation among these factions. And so I guess this is a good time to kind of mention too, the reason why... Ooh, watch that shark.
Yeah, I see him.
The reason why you do these things, the reasons why you're going out on these quests, going out on these voyages, is because you're attempting to increase your reputation among the factions. Right now, a lot of us believe that the end game is you're looking to get your quests to about 50 each. And so once each of your faction levels is at 50, that'll be when some of the more endgame content begins. Oh boy, he's strong.
Yeah, he is. Hit him
Watch
a couple
out.
times already.
All right. And hopefully he doesn't heal him. Oh, he's healing. He's healing.
Oh.
All right, one more and then take some swings. Got him. Nice.
Cool. All right. So now we got to pick up their skulls, right?
All right. So you've got the first skull, and it looks like a storm is rolling in. All
Where
right.
did I kill the other one?
The other one, I believe, should be right to your left there.
Okay.
There it is. We just
Okay,
passed it.
cool.
So you can only carry one at a time.
This is the nice thing about having multiple people.
Oh my. Chapter 2. So another thing about these quests are, as you progress through your different levels, you will gain more lucrative quest lines. And so this specific quest line has multiple chapters. So you completed chapter 1, there's a chapter 2, there's a final chapter that could be chapter 3. For the purposes of us teaching you, I think we'll just go ahead and bring these 2 skulls back and show you how you return them and how you gain that reputation and you return that and you earn the gold so you can purchase some things. So there's one, and then let's go grab the other one real quick. Yes! Hot tip. Hot tip. If you're on top of something, let's say a rock or your boat, and you kind of do one of those lunged attacks that you saw Jake do that devastating 4-kill blow on, it will also thrust you forward through the air, through the water, and get you on and off of islands
It's
quicker.
super helpful because you don't need to line up a cannon. You don't need to worry. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to get somewhere really far, don't do it because you're still going to have to swim
Right.
a good distance, and the cannons will get you there quicker. But, like, from where I am, it makes just as much sense to do that as it would to fire to that cannon I set up.
I'm loving the skeleton cloud in the background as you carry the skull in front of you. It's pretty cool.
All right, so like you said, there is another chapter. However, we're going to return from which we came, and we are going to deliver these skulls and get some reputation, hopefully some cash money.
Yep. So luckily it's nighttime, and it doesn't look like the storm has hit us. So we're going to look for the closest outpost. So we see Sanctuary is there, but an easy way to see outposts at night is those islands will be illuminated. So I think when you go on your top deck, you should be able to see both of those outposts in the area. So there's one that's a little further away.
It's the one I'm looking for is north. So I think it's that
there's
one.
one. And I believe there's another one if you turn to your left. And there's another one. That one looks pretty close. Let's see.
Southwest? Oh, yeah, Golden Sands Outpost.
Golden Sands Outpost
we'll do that
is
one.
right there. Perfect. Yep, you can mark and demark the map.
One important thing to note, though, is that so for this quest, I can return to any outpost to turn it in.
Right.
However, with the Merchant Exchange or the Merchant Alliance, you have to go to the one where you took that quest from, or a specific one. It'll tell you which one you need to go to.
Right.
Because last night I was playing and I had caged some chickens as you do, and I was like, let's return these quick because I want to try out this raid.
Right.
So we went to the nearest outpost, and they're like, sorry, we can't accept this. This is for a different island. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, well, we'll just sell it anyway. We got 13 gold apiece.
Yep. So it's
So don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time by returning the wrong loot to the wrong outpost. What you can, however, do is if you're on an island and you notice that there's a random cage sitting around, you can grab that cage, go, check grab a chicken and put it in the coop. If you do return that without having a Merchant Alliance quest set up, you will gain gold like normal. But if you have a specific list of items you need to earn, those things will affect how much you earn. So we can see the outpost in the distance there is all illuminated. That's how you know those are outposts versus regular islands with loot. And again, as you can see, as a single sailor, everything that Jake needs is right there within arm's reach. Let's see if he can turn these sails a little bit. Looks like, yeah, wind's going right to left. Perfect. So he's caught the wind here. He's going to steer himself right into shore. And so like we said when we first began the video here, your journey and your voyages will start and stop along these lines of the outposts. So you'll find them, you'll find your beginnings here, and you'll complete them here as well. All right, so we're coming in. We are coming into the outpost. All right, so when you arrive, you'll want to take a quick look-see and make sure that no other rival ships are nearby, because it would be easier for them to take them. And then you're going to grab your loot, whether that's a chest, a chicken in a coop, a pig in a crate, a skeleton head like this, a skull, and then you're going to bring him to the merchants. So I believe the merchants are off to your right.
Yeah, they're pretty far away. Didn't pick the best side to land on, but that's okay.
Good news is Golden Sands Outpost is pretty small. Look up at that sky, that beautiful sky. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is the one thing that I will say this game does exceptionally. The beauty is unbelievable. All right, so this is the tavern, so you can't return to the tavern. But you can, however, cross that bridge and return the
that's
skulls.
ominous.
That is cool. So here's the breakdown. Skulls can be returned to the Order of Souls, which is what Jake is doing now. Your chests, like treasure chests, and any types of artifacts you may find. There you go, 191 gold. Chests and artifacts you'll find, like gold artifacts, those can be returned to the gold hoarders, so they collect those two things. And then to complete your things for the Merchant Alliance, those will be either chickens, snakes, or pigs. And those, when you collect them, you can sell those. And also, side note is, you can find gunpowder barrels, and you can find crates of, let's say, tea, bananas, sugar. Those things can be returned to the Merchant Alliance. So those are how the three breakdowns are. So Jake's running back to his ship.
God, I couldn't have parked that any further away.
He's going to grab the last piece of loot we have as the sun rises here. What do they say? For pirates. Sunset at night, sailors delight. Sunset and morning, sailors take warning. So it could be that a storm is coming. I don't know if that's true in the game or not. I know it's true in real life, but all right, there's the next piece of loot he has. I love it. We've seen the full day to night to morning. And once he delivers that, we'll take a look at how our faction reputation has been moving up. Please note that during the first week or so, sometimes it takes a little while for your faction reputation to load in. Sometimes your gold might not load in right away. But those things are obviously, the kinks are being worked out as this is so early. And obviously we hope that this video serves to help you guys understand what it takes to begin your journey to Pirate Legend, kind of understand what's going on in this giant world that doesn't really tell you what to do. We can swing by maybe a merchant after. Maybe Jake can buy himself a hat or something.
Nope, saving my money.
He's saving his money. And there you go.
There we go.
You go. Ooh, 274.
Not bad at all.
So once you've done that, then you can obviously go to the different merchants. We can just quickly walk by them, and then we'll conclude things here. So here, this is where you can purchase gear. So if you want to get different types of shovels and buckets and tankards, that's the store you want to go to. If you want to buy new cosmetic kind of skins for your weapons, then you would come here to the armory via that gold that you've just earned, and you would spend them here. And then the last one, obviously, is more cosmetic. That's the one with the boot on top, and that's where you can buy hats, peg legs, eye patches, beards, all kinds of stuff, and that would be here. And that's what you're kind of doing these quests towards to earn. But yeah,
that and to become Pirate Legend. But yeah, I think that about wraps us up. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to hit either of us up on Twitter. We've been playing a lot of it, so we should hopefully be able to help. And yeah, good luck out there.
Good luck on the high seas. Be nice to one another, or choose to be, pirates and get scurvy and sink other ships and whatnot. But yeah, get out there, really enjoy the world, explore it, create your own adventures. It's definitely a very interesting place to be.